Mhm.
Something that I was curious about regarding, I mean, you mentioned so many different ways in which these changes, these things that are now in the crosshairs of political discourse, affect not only medicine, but pediatrics in particular. I was curious to hear, have you, over like the last few years, what effects have you seen in the clinic itself, be it with regards to people struggling to get access to things or people having feelings about certain things?
Mhm. So I've worked as so I started residency in 2015, which wasn't that long ago. And then I was a chief, and then I started my first job in 2019. And then COVID hit, which was crazy. Um, and then um, and then here we are now. So, I haven't been doing this for that long, but things that I have definitely felt are um honestly in the last like 2 months since our RFK became the potential head of Health and Human Services. I've had more patients that previously had no problems with vaccines come in and ask me, so, so and so told me that vaccines are associated with X, Y, or Z, or, they'll people that like previously weren't nervous about vaccines because vaccines were safe, and there have been countless studies showing that, are now nervous about vaccines. And, you know, while it is important to be critical thinkers and make sure that we understand what we're doing with this particular problem, it can become a true disaster if if more people start refusing vaccines. And so that's been the most recent thing that I have really noticed, that is really stressing me out. Um, Other than that, other things that have changed, um, you know, pre and post COVID worlds are quite different. Um, After COVID, um, I think that we've become a little bit more like almost like open minded in some ways, where bef- in medicine before COVID, I felt like the illness scripts all kind of made sense. So, this was the time of year that this virus happened, and this is what this always looks like. And, this is never this and this is never that. But I honestly feel like COVID did such a number on the natural cycle of viruses and things that after COVID, we've had to be a little bit more flexible. Like, well, it's this time of year. You usually wouldn't see this virus this time of year, but it's post-COVID, so anything's possible. So, um, that's been another thing that I think has been interesting.